Hi, my name is Bradley Barrett, and I teach at Logos International School in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I'm an English language arts and biblical studies teacher. This is a diverse demographic breakdown of Logos International School. We're a school population of about 365 kids from pre-K3 to 12th grade. We have about 193 girls and 172 boys. Although our school does attempt to keep the gender diversity as even as possible, we do lose more boys to competing schools and scholarships. And so we tend to accept the girls on our waiting list in anticipation for some of the boys leaving us for earned scholarships in countries like Australia, New Zealand, and even some go to America to finish up their high school. But it's a pretty even split. The socioeconomic diversity in our school here is a bit unique, but also a bit expected. So this is a developing country, and the international schools here in Cambodia usually only attract the richest of the rich, as they're the only ones that can afford the tuition. Our school is a little unique, but also does attract the same demographic, as you can see from this pie graph. So we do have about 22% of our population that has a significant annual salary of above $70,000, which is very strong for a developing country. We also have about 20% that are in the $60,000 to $70,000 range, as you can see there in the purple. Green is our largest there, with 24.3%, almost 25% are in the $46,000 to $55,000 a year annual salary. Still very significant salary for a developing country. But you'll notice a little bit unique to our school is we do have about 12% that's in the little bit lower to average income range. And then we also have a small but existing student population that is in the $0 to $25,000 range. And to be quite honest, that's much closer to zero than the 25,000. And those students would be the students that are here on full tuition scholarships that Logos makes available each year for the purpose of being able to educate and improve the lives of some of the poorest of the poor in this country. All right, we do have, being an international school in Asia, we do have a large English as a second language learning population. You'll see there the English language learners with about 1 to 2 years of English immersion are about 60 of our students are in that category, and you'll find those in the younger elementary grades. We also have with a student population of about 110 or so that are in the 3 to 5 year category for English immersion. And then our largest group are our middle school and secondary students who have had English exposure or have been in this immersed English language environment for about 6 to 10 years. And then we have about 60 students here who are not English language learners, are not ESL learners, but have English as their native language. We do accept non-English speaking students, but only at our youngest elementary grades, as we anticipate that they will quickly learn language as they're immersed in this culture, learn the English language, and be able to keep up as they get into the upper elementary grades, and then of course on to middle school. Our racial demographics at Logos International are diverse. We have about 91 students who are Korean. We have about 153 students that are local Khmer or Cambodian students. We have about 73 Caucasian students. We do have a Chinese population, about 22 Chinese students. We have a few students from Africa. We have a handful of students that are Filipino from the Philippines. And then we have about 30 students that would identify as either bi or triracial. So they might be Vietnamese mother and a American Caucasian father, that kind of situation. Logos does actually have the largest Khmer or local Cambodian student population for an American accredited international school in Cambodia. Okay, we do have some students that have diagnosed learning disabilities. And then we also have some students here who have been identified as those likely having learning disabilities, but have just not gotten an official diagnosis. So you'll notice in the elementary level, we have about 14 students with a diagnosed learning disability. These disabilities can range from dyslexia to ADHD and everything in between and all around. We also have at the secondary level, the middle school and high school, we have about 9 students that have been officially diagnosed with a learning disability. And then we have about 16 students altogether in our elementary and middle school that have been identified as those likely having a learning disability, but have not gotten an official diagnosis. And Logos does have a very strong academic support staff, but as an independent private international school in a developing country, we lack the resources to accommodate the needs of the more severely challenged population. And that's all. That is a demographic breakdown of Logos International School in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Thank you for watching.